Hey everyone, it's Ryan with Small Business News. Got a good one for you today. All about getting ghosted. We'll get to that in a second. For those that don't know, this is a program where I bring you just some of the information I share with my clients every single day. I am a business coach out of West Michigan and around the country. Learn more what I do at summitbusinessguys.com. But anyways, let's get into this here. As always, links are going to be in the description down there. You can check it out. From FlexJobs, we have got the job ghosting dilemma. FlexJobs report reveals modern hiring practices. When this came through my feed today, I was like, I got to get this out because I've been on both sides of this here where I've been an applicant trying to get hired, and you send stuff in and you just can't get a response back from the company, even after an initial like good conversation. And then on the flip side, I've been, the hiring manager trying to get folks, and midway through the process, folks disappear. So ghosting is a thing. This is by Megan Dawkins, and they ran their survey out to folks. FlexJobs and My Perfect Resume polled over 2,000 professionals based in the U.S. between June 11th, 2024 and June 23rd, 2024. And here's the stuff they got back. Candidate ghosting. Getting ghosted by employers in the job search. Nearly half of professionals have been ghosted by an employer during the interview process. And that is absolutely crazy. I mean, that is just wild that they've been during the interview process. Again, I'm assuming that's after the initial contact, someone actually reaching out to you from the company. But anyways, here's the key challenges reported by the job seekers. Getting responses from applications, 49%. And there's a number out there right now, folks, that it's about 1,000 people are applying for every single job on LinkedIn right now. About 1,000. That's kind of about the average. So one, for the hiring managers to be able to get back to everyone, I can see where there'd be a challenge. However, that doesn't mean that it still shouldn't happen, right? Now, other challenges reported by job seekers: recognizing and avoiding job scams. There's so many job scams out there right now just trying to get your information. So I definitely see that. Finding jobs that match their qualifications, for sure. That's troublesome. Finding jobs with schedule flexibility. We're going to see more about this in a little bit because that's one of the things, again, we're looking for in today's. So that's what today's job seeker is really looking for. They want to make sure that there's flexibility in those schedules. They want to be able to live their lives. Knowing how to optimize resumes, applications for the applicant tracking systems. Now, I mentor a lot of young men and women, and one of the things that I have to coach them through is understanding you are actually doing two tiers of applications. One is to get through the applicant system, and the second one is then when you're in front of an actual real person. It's crazy what we have to do now, but that's just is what it is. Especially, again, I understand why they've got AI in the hiring system. When you're getting 1,000 applicants for every job, you need some help. I get that. It doesn't mean that it's fair. Doesn't mean that it's right. It just is. Finding jobs in companies that are interest, especially right now, there are job openings. We still have about 8.1 million jobs open in the country. However, not all of them align with with the folks you'd want to work with. And the lastly is navigating lengthy interview processes, right? It just takes forever to get hired nowadays. Again, there's fire fast, hire slow is a phrase that's been around for a while. But man, employers, some of y'all are hiring glacially. Like, it is crazy the number of people and panels and extra things you're asking folks to do. It's crazy to me. Now, with that, a top reason why job seekers ghost employers. Now, with this, only 10% of job seekers reported they've ghosted a company at least once. So 10% have said they've ghosted a company, whereas about half of them said they've been ghosted by companies, right? So let's see what this looks like. Reason job seekers ghost employers. Negative company culture is over 50%. It's 53%. They say, nah, man, it's just the culture. It wasn't me. I wasn't vibing. Job doesn't align with personal values. Once you get in there and realize in the application, like, oh, this is what I have. Oh, no, I'm out of here. Unfavorable company reviews or reputation. Once you get that reply back, you start digging more. And like, man, I hear from people like, no, you don't want to go work there. Poor employee benefits or compensation. Unpaid work during the interview process. Again, where you say, hey, we want you to do the following to show you have the skill set. People do not want to do assignments for a potential employer and not get compensated for their time. I get that. I completely get that. And then recent company layoffs, right? If they've been firing folks, no one's really going to be rushing to get hired in there. So folks, here's what they're looking for when they're evaluating jobs. Top factors: having remote work, 87%. Currently, right now, they looked at 2,000 professionals, and the number one thing that appeals to job seekers is the ability for remote work. And then it's salary. Think about that, folks. We've gone from salary being the top thing to now, you know what? I want to make sure that I can work from home some of the time. That's just been a huge shift. That's what folks are looking for. After salary, we've got having a flexible schedule, meaningful work, and then work-life boundaries rounds out the top 5. Then we get to have a good boss, company culture, and the amount of paid vacation time and sick time. All right, let's look at the next piece here. It's going to be top application turnoffs among job seekers. Top one here is being asked to complete a lengthy assignment, 49%. So I'm just curious here. If you can put in the comments, I am completely baffled that this is the top thing. What in the world are you seeing in these job applications and during this interview process, for the folks that are seeking employment? What are you seeing that is a lengthy assignment they're asking you to do? And then the other side of that is, if you're a hiring manager, what are you asking people to do that would be considered an assignment? That's wild. The fact that's 49%, it's pretty crazy. And not providing enough detail about the tasks of the job. So hiring managers, business owners, that's on you. Your job ad should be a direct reflection of what your job descriptions are. And if you don't have your job descriptions completely figured out, you should not be putting a job ad out there, period. Come on, let's go. The next is going to be having to complete an asynchronous or one-way video interview. Oh man, that's awful. Requiring a cover letter. Yeah, I'm kind of on board with that one. I mean, I get why you do them, but also I don't see why you need them. And then asking for references up front. Let's see what else I got. Here's the things that they're having to do in order to navigate today's job environment. Resume writing articles or resources to learning how to write resumes better. Professional resume writing services. Getting with family and friends. Going to ChatGPT, right? AI. Resume writing workshops and career coaches. I have folks that I mentor and I help them with all of these things because trying to get through all of the gates to get hired right now is absolutely insane. It's crazy what applicants are asked to do right now. I'm not a big fan of it. With that, go check out this article for yourself. Links are in the description there. You can look at the survey itself. So yeah, with this ghosting, to get back to this piece here where it's about ghosting and why they're not getting back to folks. Businesses, if someone has taken the time to apply to your job, I understand some folks are doing it for reasons that aren't really about getting the job itself. You still owe everybody a reply to let them know that you've decided to move on. Applicants, same thing. It's just professional courtesy. If you've decided that, as you're going through the interview process, like, hey, I don't want to be here, just send a note. Hey, I'm retracting my application. And that's it. The HR manager will send you, say, thank you very much. And everybody moves on. Both sides need to do their part. So with that, thanks for listening. Hopefully I earned your subscription today. Take care, and I will see you next time.